Stop it. We have to get the video done.
Shh, look at me.
I love you. Me too.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Oikawa, and this is my lovely boyfriend Iwa-chan. Lovely boyfriend Iwa-chan. What are we doing today?
We are doing the boyfriend tag.
Yes. So I got my phone here. I looked up some of the questions on the tag, and we're going to be reading them and answering the questions. So the first question that we have is, how did you two meet?
Am I answering this one?
Yeah, you can answer it.
Well, we were 6, and you moved in just down the street from me.
Yeah, and our moms really wanted to be friends and wanted us to be friends. So they forced us to play together, and they made me catch bugs with Iwa-chan.
Yeah, and I had to help you a lot.
Listen, catching bugs is not fun.
Bugs are great. You're afraid of them and you cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you noticed about me?
One of the first things was that you were crying.
Okay, listen, this is not an unfair, don't laugh at me. This is an unfair judgment of my character, because Iwa-chan was holding a bug at me.
I was trying to show it to you. Excuse me for trying to be nice.
My first thought of Iwa-chan was that he had an ugly bug. Next question is, who made the first move? And that was this guy.
That was me. How did that go again?
Poorly.
It would obviously.
So, that was like in 3rd year. That was when I passed out during the practice, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that. Right after I said, hey, maybe take a break. You look like you're gonna pass out. And what did you say?
I said, it's tournament week, Iwa-chan.
And you said you were fine. And then, not 10 minutes later,
I fainted.
he fainted. I had to take him to the hospital. It was terrifying.
You were worried.
I was very worried. You passed out.
Was Iwa-chan worried about me? He's so cute when he's worried. Anyway, so Iwa-chan took me to the hospital. I don't remember much of that part. I came to in the car and I was kind of out of it. And then everything was fine, and then the nurse walked out, and then all of a sudden Iwa went from like, I'm Iwa, and I'm broody and silent, to I'm Iwa, and I'm always angry at Oikawa. And
Oikawa does things that he shouldn't, maybe.
And then Iwa-chan started screaming at me, and then I started yelling at Iwa-chan, and then Iwa-chan was like, I love you, stupid. And then everything went really, really quiet, and I was like,
Yeah.
You what?
And then I nearly ran out of the room. But then I figured I was in too deep. And then here we are.
Well, it wouldn't have been fair if you ran out, though, because I was attached to IVs, so I couldn't chase after you. So I would have been really mad if you left.
Yeah.
But anyway, it all worked out because I liked Iwa-chan too, so everything was good. Okay, I hope you know this.
Okay.
When's our anniversary?
It is September.
Don't look at your phone. That's the whole point of the tag. You're supposed to answer without looking. You're supposed to love me and you're supposed to know.
I mean, I love you, but like, there's a lot of dates that I have to remember.
Like what?
I have a calendar for a reason.
You don't remember?
It's in September.
That's
Like
not...
the end of September.
Okay, I guess that's something. What day? Guess, just guess. Give me a day.
The 20th.
No. You're close.
The 18th.
I can't believe you don't know our anniversary.
I'm sorry. I check my calendar before that. Like, I know it's coming up, so then I check my calendar.
Go on, guess again.
All right. Is it the 21st?
Yes. Okay, well, I
There we go.
guess you guessed it
September
within like
21st.
3 tries.
Yeah.
I can't believe you don't know our anniversary.
I mean, I'll remember it better now.
This one's a question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're all questions, but
Yeah.
this one's a really good question. Iwa-chan, what do we argue about the most?
Usually a lot of our arguments are over when you need to take a break from practicing, and then also movies.
He has shitty taste in movies.
I have a terrific taste in movies. You have a shitty taste in movies.
Predator is not a bad movie.
It's not a good one either.
Yes, it is. It's a classic.
I don't know if it's fair to have you be a judge of movies. You cried when you watched E.T.
Okay,
Last week. We watched it again last week and you cried.
Okay.
Again.
Well, at least I am not obsessed with a giant lizard monster and love a giant lizard monster more than I love my kind, loving, beautiful boyfriend, who I don't even remember the anniversary that I got together with him at. So listen up. What else do we argue about? Iwa-chan doesn't like it when I talk to girls. And he used to throw volleyballs at my head, which was really annoying because I work very hard on this hair. And he doesn't like a lot of things, actually. He doesn't like it when I watch volleyball games at night, and he doesn't like it.
There's a difference between watching a volleyball game at night and it being 3 in the morning and you're still watching volleyball games while falling asleep.
I don't want to hear it from you, mister. It's 3 a.m. and I'm still playing Animal Crossing.
You have to get the nighttime fish.
Okay, well, your nighttime fish aren't as important as the games I'm watching, so
Okay.
I win this debate.
All right.
Anyway,
we'll go with that.
Iwa-chan doesn't like a lot of things, so we argue about a lot. Speaking of things Iwa-chan doesn't like, the next question is, what is something about me that you don't like?
I mean,
He knows he's in dangerous territory here.
yeah. I'm just sleeping not the car tonight. I mean, I don't like that you don't take good enough care of yourself. You kind of go a little too gung-ho on things sometimes. Yeah.
Now you have to ask me what's something I don't like about you.
What's something that you don't like about me?
He's a meanie. What else don't I like about you? You're too buff. No
Too
one
buff?
should be that buff. They shouldn't be.
I mean,
It's not fair. He goes to the gym, right? And he can be at the gym for like 20 minutes. And he's got biceps for days. And I can spend 6 hours at the gym and my arms still look this twiggy. It's unfair.
Mhm.
It's really unfair. And I also don't like the fact that every single one of our underclassmen have a crush on you. It's really annoying.
I mean, they just see me as a good role model.
No, they don't, Iwa-chan. You've always been bad at this. They all love you. Those are the things I don't like about Iwa-chan.
I'm too buff and too popular. is that what it boiled down to?
You're too buff, you're too popular,
And too
you're
honest.
too mean to Oikawa. You're too mean to me. Okay, this is from before actually, but when we were supposed to be answering our anniversary, we're also supposed to say how long we'd been together, but since we got caught up in fighting over the fact that somebody doesn't know our goddamn anniversary, we didn't actually say that. So how long have we been together, Iwa-chan?
We've been together for, let's see. Is it
Hard to do the math when you don't know the date that we got together, isn't it?
I know the date now. Round about 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like 2 years and 7 months.
Okay.
But like,
Yeah.
close enough.
Mhm.
I'll give you that one. Do you have any nicknames for one another? Yes. He calls me Shitty Kawa.
Yeah. Shitty Kawa. Crappy Kawa, if there are children around.
Idiot Kawa.
Yeah.
Trash Kawa.
They're endearing.
No, they're not. They're mean.
I mean, they're not that mean.
Comment
They're
down
maybe toughen
below.
you
Do you
up.
think they're mean? Do you think Iwa-chan is too mean to me?
I'm not too mean.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Okay. What are some nicknames you have for me? Let's see. Iwa-chan, 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 Iwa-chan. Yeah, sound about right?
That's cute, though. I don't insult your personality.
It's not so cute when that's all I hear over and over and over. It's like a parent with a 4-year-old that keeps going, Mom, 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 Mom.
Iwazumi. Does that sound weird coming out of my mouth? Because it sounds weird saying it.
That's kind of weird.
So we're going back to Iwa-chan, okay?
Guess I'll just suffer. It's fine.
Okay.
That was weird.
This is another one that you should know that you're not gonna know.
Okay.
What's my Starbucks order?
God.
I know your Starbucks order.
Oh, mine's a lot easier. All I know is that when you spew the words that is your Starbucks order, you can just see the barista person who's taking your order, you can just see the look of horror enter their eyes as they're like, oh God, not again.
It's not that hard.
Oh God, why
It's
me?
not that.
Why couldn't it have been anyone else?
At least I'm not some kind of monster who drinks their coffee black.
I mean, it's just plain coffee. Like, that's the point of coffee.
Why would you drink something disgusting when you could drink something good?
Because your drink doesn't taste good. It's just a bunch of sugary crap.
You've never tried my drink.
I tried it once.
It's delicious. So, what is it?
It's some frappe thing with a bunch of sugar in it.
Well, most coffee has sugar in it, Iwa-chan. Only you don't drink sugar in your coffee.
Because it's coffee. Like, the point of it is that it's coffee.
Okay, well, since Iwa-chan is obviously a bad boyfriend who doesn't know anything about me, I will tell him what my order is. It is a venti triple shot soy caramel macchiato with extra whipped cream and chocolate drizzle.
And now you see why the person who has to take this order, the horror on their face that happens.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
There's 3 shots in it. Most people ask for shots, multiple, more than one.
It's pretty bad.
And extra whip and chocolate sauce is just adding more of something you were already going to add.
You give your order, and then they're horrified to know what I'm going to ask for because they're worried they're going to have 2 orders like that. And then I go up and I'm like, coffee.
It's not like,
regular.
it's...
And the relief that floods when I just order something simple. It's noticeable.
What could I spend hours doing?
You could spend absolute hours practicing for volleyball, or anything preparing for volleyball, watching games, everything involving volleyball, you can do it for hours on end. But otherwise, other than that and bad alien movies, I know
They're
you
not
love
bad,
alien
though.
movies. Okay. Otherwise, you would spend a million years in like skincare and hair care stuff.
I have like a 7-step routine. And I'm trying to get Iwa-chan to do
step
it.
has like sub-steps for you.
I'm trying to get Iwa-chan to do it because he's going to go outside in the sun, right? And he doesn't know it, but the sun is damaging his skin every single time that he steps foot in the sun. And he's going to look ugly and old when he's old. And I don't want to look old when I'm old.
So what can I spend hours doing?
Okay. So what could you spend hours doing? Well, also practicing volleyball. But he doesn't practice as much as I do. Which is probably a good thing, I guess. And he could also spend hours watching shitty movies. I feel like I'm just copying your answers, but they're really the same answers. He could spend hours eating. He eats so much.
I have to.
He eats like bowls upon bowls. Like Hana-chan and I will be like a quarter of the way done with one of our bowls, and he'll be already on like his 3rd. And him and Mad Dog-chan always like to compete to see who can eat more, and then it's just disgusting because it's like
noises and everything.
yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's really
But,
gross.
I can eat and eat and eat because food is good.
He can spend hours eating. He can spend hours in the shower. Yeah. He claims it's his only time of peace.
Yeah, it is blissfully silent in there. With only the sound of water.
Wow.
As long as I lock the door.
What happens if you don't lock the door?
Iwa-chan! Hey, I had this conversation with Hana-chan earlier, and I needed your input on it. And then my peace and quiet is broken, and I cry.
I love you.
I love you too.
He's gay.
Like you aren't.
No, I'm bisexual. It's true.
It's true.
Hey guys, it's Editing Carter. This was going to be one video initially, but we had a lot of footage, so I'm splitting it into 2 parts. Make sure to hit that bell notification so you can get notified when part 2 drops. And as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My birthday is in 2 weeks, and it'd be really cool if we could get to 1,000. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!